Alright guys, so this is how we're going to go about making our virtual color wheel. I've provided you with a template already, so you don't need to worry about your 12 color sections, and I've even labeled them so you know where exactly everything's going. Now if you want, as you work on these, you can delete these so that they're not in the way. So the first thing that I recommend doing is going to insert image, and really nicely if you hit search the web it'll bring up a Google panel right here. So let's say I want to start with yellow orange. Simply enough, I'm just going to type in the color yellow orange, and one of two things I can do. I can type in PNG, and what that will do is will bring up images that have no background, and ultimately that's what I want. So I can search, and these are all colors that are yellow-orange, so orange with more of a hint of yellow than red or just straight up orange. Alright, so if I click on one of these, hit insert, they will be inserted into the photo with no background. And you can see that because there's no white in this blue border. So this is one of my yellow oranges. I'm going to place it somewhere here. I can always make it smaller or rotate it. Say I wanted it closer to the center, but maybe I'll find something that fits better in the center as I go. And then I'll look for my next one. And after having done this video, I'm realizing I put my orange in the yellow section, so this is why we label things. Now let's say that I put this here and I don't want it to be over top of my orange. A very quick modification that I can do is hit Control and then the down arrow, and it'll move it one layer down. You can also right click, order, send backward, but I like short keys when I can. I'm just trying to make these fit well. Now I do want to show you what would happen if I find an image that does have a background that I want to eliminate, like maybe this one. Alright, now this can get a little involved, so pay attention to these steps. I want to hit Save to Keep, step number 1. And in this right-hand column where the Save to Keep photos go, you'll right-click and hit Save Image As, and I just saved them to my desktop for easy finding. Plus this makes the next step really simple. I provided you with this website, but you can also type it in. It is remove.bg/upload, and even though it has an upload image button, I can just drag it from my desktop into the section and it does all the work like that. Now I can copy the image, go in here, hit Control V or right click paste, make it smaller and place it in. So this remove background is a really cool feature. This does look a little bit more orange to me, so I'm actually going to move this over here. But you can see I've done this with this one. This is already saved too. I'm just going to hit Save Image As because it was on a different computer. But same thing. Drag and drop over here. Background's gone. Copy image. And I believe this was more of a violet. So make it smaller and put it in my violet section. So let's see. Insert image. Search the web. Red. Violet PNG. So one more time, I select an image I like, hit insert, right click, save to keep, right click, save image as. I don't know why it won't let me just save image as from right here, but it doesn't, so we have to go through that. It's on my desktop, so delete that, go over here, drag and drop, right click. It has the green in it, so I think what I'll do is once I put more of my red violets in there, I will just cover that up. I don't think I can delete it, but I really don't want it there because it's going to mess up my color wheel. So let's say that I put this here for red violet and then I move this guy over. Control up, and now it's blocking it. So I'll just do that more. If you do not like using the image search right on Google Draw, you can just go directly to the web. And also from here, you can just hit Save Image As right from your website. This will probably leave me with the whole girl and not just her hair. Yeah, so unless you want to cover her body up with some other images, it might just be best to find something else that doesn't get all these other extra colors in the background. The nice thing is that this remove background website is really fast, so you can test a lot of images out without having to commit a lot of time to it, only to find out that it doesn't work. What you might start to find is that even if you type in PNG, it will still have a background even though it's not supposed to. So just again, you can easily bring that into the remove background website and just get rid of it on your own. The rest of the video is me just continuing to develop this a little bit so you can see what it looks like as it starts to come together. Once you start to fill this up, it might get a little tricky with getting things in the correct order as you want them, but just play with it and do the best that you can. Once you are finished with these, ideally there will be no white space showing, so the idea is to overlap these things to get no gaps in between the colors. There's a tiny bit of white space, it's okay, but try to cover up as much as the template as you can. Other than that, I hope you guys find some really cool images with these colors. Try to look a little further than the first page because that will probably lead to a lot of similarity amongst these, but it's really how you lay them out that will determine the differences. And happy hunting!